Hi guys, this is Keshav Malpani and welcome back to yet another session of 12 Minutes to Clack. Today I'm going to discuss about a very important topic that has caught everybody's attention because it's been telecasted a lot in news channels. You will see a lot of it in the newspapers, in legal magazines and so on. And the concept is marital rape that we're going to discuss today. Now what exactly is marital rape? How is it different from rape? What is the recent verdict of the Delhi High Court with respect to this particular matter? And why is it being discussed a lot is what we are going to discuss in this particular session in complete detail and in the most simplistic manner. So section 375 of the Indian Penal Code talks about rape as an offense. So it defines rape. Rape को किस तरह से define करता है? It says that if a man has sexual intercourse with a woman and it gives certain pointers कि किन conditions में वो करता है. So the first pointer is which is against the will or against the consent of the women. Second is when the consent of the woman has been taken by force. जबरदस्ती उनको consent लिया गया, उनको fear of injury या fear of death में डाल के. Third point is when the woman has not given her express consent. So you can't assume the consent if you want to have sexual intercourse with a woman. She has to give her express consent for the same. The next point is if the woman is in inebriated state. For example, if she is drunk or she is under the influence of certain drugs or medicines where she cannot make a decision, having sexual intercourse with a woman in those circumstances amounts to rape. And the fifth point is that when a man makes a woman believe that he is legally wedded to her when he is not, that would also amount to rape. इसमें एक sixth point भी था जो कुछ टाइम तक कहता था कि if a man has sexual intercourse with a woman who is below 16 years of age, that would amount to rape. But यहाँ पर जो इंडिया में जनरल डेफिनेशन है ना, जो जनरल लॉ है, वो बोलते हैं कि अगर आपने 18 इयर्स की छोटी लड़की के साथ फॉर अ वुमेन हु इज लेस देन 18 इयर्स इफ यू हैव कंसेंशुअल सेक्सुअल इंटरकोर्स आल्सो, अगर आपने उनके साथ कंसेंट के साथ सेक्सुअल इंटरकोर्स किया है देन आल्सो इट अमाउंट्स टू रेप. सो ये दोनों प्रोविजंस कुछ कॉन्फ्लिक्टिंग हो गए. Now this conflict was resolved by the Supreme Court in 2017 in a judgment called Independent Thought versus Union of India. In this particular matter, the court held that the age should be made 18 as the uniform age and any sexual intercourse, either consensual or not consensual, with a woman of below 18 years of age will be considered within the definition of rape. Now the problem here is that there is an exception to this, which is called the exception 2 of section 375 or the marital rape exception. इसमें क्या दे रखा है that if a man has sexual intercourse with a woman who is his legally wedded wife, जिसने उसने legally शादी की है, he cannot be prosecuted for rape by that woman. तो ये जो particular offense है और ये जो particular exception है, इसको बहुत ही ज्यादा patriarchal माना जा रहा है. Because obviously this particular you could say provision is giving a clear right to men to use the women as per his whims and fancies once he is married. Basically, it's giving the license to the man to have sexual intercourse with a woman even without her consent. And that has been creating a lot of problem quite recently. Now, when it was discussed in the court, when it was being argued in the court, the arguments like all the cases were given from both the sides. तो women के side से ये basic argument होता है कि obviously men and women have an equal right with respect to all the fundamental rights that they are given, and this particular exception clearly violates upon those rights of women. However, from the men's side, it's again a very, you could say, difficult proposition because if you are, you could say, a fake case is filed against you for marital rape, there is no way you can, bring any defense with respect to it. How would you prove it that you did not do it in a court? That is one problem. तो यहाँ पर जो मेन साइड यू कुड से जो गवर्नमेंट के लॉयर्स थे उन्होंने ये वाला बात ये पॉइंट उठाया था that men although cannot be prosecuted for rape in a marriage, however he can be clearly prosecuted for, you could say, certain other domestic violence related offenses. Although अब मैरिटल रेप के बेसिस पर यू कैन ऑल्सो फाइल फॉर डिवोर्स. तो ये सारे जो यू कुड से राइट्स वुमेन को होते हैं although even though marital rape is not recognized in law. However, there are certain countries in the world who have actually recognized marital rape and they have criminalized it also. Australia started this in 1976 and became the first country to do so. I think almost 50 years ago. ठीक है, इतना पुराना, मतलब काफी सारी कंट्रीज ने इसको रिकॉग्नाइज कर दिया था. At this point in time, there are more than 100 countries that have criminalized marital rape as well. Now, इसमें प्रॉब्लम क्या है? There are so many organizations that have taken so many surveys here and there. और वो अपने सर्वेज में उन्होंने ये बताया है that 2/3 of Indian women between the age of 18 to 49 have at some point in time has forced sex with their husbands, or they have been subjected to violence for sex. And that is really alarming, and that is why this particular topic is being debated too much in courts and in fact in generally public fora as well. So this matter very recently went to the Delhi High Court as well, जहाँ पर दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट ने एक 2 judge bench बनाया था in this case called RIT Foundation versus Union of India. The bench was constituted by Justice Rajiv Shakdher and Justice C. Harishankar. This particular bench very recently on 11th May 2022 came up with a split verdict. Split verdict का मतलब होता है कि एक जज ने इसको अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बोला और एक जज ने इसको कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बोला. So Justice Rajiv Shakdher held this particular exception 2 to section 375 as unconstitutional, whereas Justice C. Harishankar called it as constitutional. He said that this is a reasonable exception that is there in law. Now problem is कि अगर ये 2 judge bench का split decision आया है, is going to go to the Delhi High Court itself to a 3 judge bench. ठीक है? So there's going to be an intra appeal with respect to this particular law, and we'll see where it goes from the Delhi High Court. There's a good possibility that after a 3 judge bench decision comes, it may go to the Supreme Court as well, which would finally decide the matter in this. So this is going to be a long battle for people who are actually, fighting for the rights of women in this particular matter. Another very interesting thing to note here is that after the 2012 heinous Nirbhaya gang rape case, there was a law commission that said, or I would say a committee set up, which was called the J.S. Verma Committee. It was not a law commission, it was a committee that was set up at that time to bring certain changes to the current scenario of criminal laws in India. A lot of changes were made after 2012. However, this particular commission also talked about criminalizing marital rape, which was not discussed and it was swept under the blanket and did not pay any attention to it. The government did not pay any attention to it for the next 9-10 years. 2013 में ये रिपोर्ट आ गई थी और ये मैटर तब से बहुत ही ज्यादा, you could say, काफी ज्यादा डिस्कस्ड इशू है, सबसे ज्यादा डिबेटेड इशू है. So I think you understood this particular issue. I would really like to know your opinion as well as to what do you think as the youth of this country about marital rape. Please mention in the comment box. So that's it about the session from my side. If you like my sessions, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon and don't miss any updates from us. Keep liking and keep following us like this. Thank you so much.